like sort of a notable techno dance remix guy now. Plays trumpet, and this is with David. I never know how to pronounce it. Yeah, he was like a gay guy, like a poet, and he died of AIDS. He was one of the first, back then when no one knew the word. Was that? Artist, yeah. And so this was somehow related to his work. Stuffy Schmidt again. Sorry for the doubles. Boss Hog with Christina, Jon Spencer.
It was on your solo record.
Oh yeah, and then she was on my video from '93, which is cool, and you can find on YouTube if you care to look. This was the first single of Ciccone Youth, which was Sonic Youth doing a Madonna cover of "In the Groove," and they called it "In the Groovy." And this was on New Alliance SST, and Mike Watt from the Minutemen did the B-side or something. I can't remember what it is. It's just really cool stuff. Star Power, that was a single off of Evil. That's Thurston when he was a wee child. Foetus, Sink. Swans, I guess this is a single. A single off of Love of Life, which we already took down. Everything's a bit of a mess. Halcyon, I showed you them before. This is interesting. This is a remix of EMF. Jim Thirlwell did it with me, basically. EMF was the band that did You're Unbelievable. You're Unbelievable! They were called like the fucking Mozarts of pop. Anyway, whatever. This was I Believe. It was the follow-up to Unbelievable.
How'd you get that?
Somehow through Jim. Jim got a lot of remix fucking things happening there. Like 9 Inch Nails were doing stuff with him, and he was just the go-to cool remixer. So he said, let's do that. Elliott Sharp, Carbon. Exotic Records. She's in this band called Ecstatica now. And this is all like Korean, it's like rock records. It's like Led Zeppelin, but it's all like Korean percussion. That was really hard to make Korean percussion really fucking kick ass in a rock sort of way. It was interesting. It's bizarre. It's not as easy as it sounds. Okay, Wet Nurse, metal. Foetus live record called Male, again with the 4-letter words. Boy, these are dusty for the titles. The Blue Punctilios. A band from Long Island called Upshot. Guys from Switzerland. Butch Morris, who's like a great avant-garde guy. Shelley Hirsch. Oh, Tom Cora, who died unfortunately. They were all sort of involved. Butch Morris sort of is a conductor of improvised music. It's funny how much better improvised music is with a guy like him conducting. Oh, I think this is like the first Matador record. This band called Chain Gang. And this was like a single. This is when Matador was really like, whoa, nothing happening. It was like a guy in a little room. And it was like, but look, it's the same logo. Shotgun Wedding. This is an interesting record. It's like the Birthday Party People with like fucking awesome record with like Lydia singing. This was a Bill Laswell solo record, his first one, and I played drums on it. Like cheapo, man, but that's what it is. Bean On from Loris, Kansas. Beanie Seed. This is the gal. Beanie Seed was the gal who was the whatchamacallit, she was the gal who used to dance naked with the Butthole Surfers. That was her band. Murder Inc., which was like those crazy people in Chicago. What's the guy's name? Chris Cornell or something? I can't remember.
He's Seattle.
Oh, no, that's not what I mean then.
Ministry?
The guy in Ministry, yeah. Is that his?
Might be, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's all those guys, and it was like sort of a side project.
That was here?
That was mixed here. Blind Idiot God. Swans, The Great Annihilator.
How'd you become friends with him?
I met him through Laswell, strangely enough, because what happened was, it's funny because I don't have the Burning World up, but the Burning World was the Swans record, the first major label one, and so Laswell produced that, and they introduced me, and actually Michael and me kind of connected in a way, and then Michael's like stuck with me, and that's the one with the Mapplethorpe cover, with the lily. hardcore chamber music from German Switzerland, or no, Swiss German land. Same, Swiss German land. Will Rigby, who you saw before, he's the guy from the DBs. Angels of Light, the second Angels of Light record. Everything is good here, please come home. And that's the, you know, Swans, Michael. This is like Rhys Chatham, who was like a 80s guy. It was sort of like, who's the guy that had like, you know, concertos for 100 guitars or whatever?
Bronca.
It was like a contemporary, as you will.
He did it too.
He did it too.
They were competing.
Yeah, exactly.
Who did it first?
I think Bronca did, I'm afraid. Angels of Light, this is a single. You know, it's funny because Michael works with, this is the, again, Angels of Light. Michael works with the other guy, Jason, and anytime Michael comes here, I know he's been here because he turns it around so his face is facing out into the room.
Not anymore.
Right. Boredoms. Fucking great Boredoms record, my favorite one. This is when they went on tour, just before they went on tour with Sonic Youth, and that was like their best version, I think, the Boredoms, all that material. And now we're at the end here. I'm going to make it fast and dirty. Ordinaires, The Ruins.
The Ruins you can't skip over.
Yeah, there's like 3 guys from Japan. This is on one of Zorn's labels. This is
recorded in your...
Yeah, recorded here.
In your closet.
Oh, that's right. The drummer insisted on playing almost in the closet, and Zorn flipped his wig, literally. I didn't bring you all the way from Japan to play. I mean, literally in like the thing. These guys insisted on doing everything backwards. I said, I think this would be a good idea. They go, what if we did the opposite? I swear to God, it was fucking nuts. I'm going to go really fast here. Ben Neal, we already saw. Prelapse, another Zorn record. Sleepyhead, Who I Love. Sulfur, EMF, a Young Gods compilation. Railroad Jerk, which we already saw, and Curlew, and that's it. Bye. It's nuts. It's crazy, huh?
It's quiet.
Wow, it's so empty.